Hello, and welcome to Cauldron of Terror, Hamas, Israel, and the World, 500 Days in Gaza. Brought to you by Kensington Security Consulting, where we provide education about national security. This episode explores the role of dogs in the ongoing Hamas-Israel conflict. It is featured in Cauldron of Terror. Dogs have been integral to armies throughout history. Ancient warriors deployed them to intimidate and attack enemies, with civilizations such as the Romans and Vikings relying on their canine companions. Over time, dogs became not just combatants, but also mascots and friends to soldiers. The United States Army officially commissioned dogs in 1942 with the creation of the Canine Corps. The Army partnered with civilians to house and train the dogs. After basic training, the dogs were assigned to soldiers and then deployed to units. The Soviets also mustered up dogs and sometimes assigned them suicide missions. Dogs would have satchels of explosives strapped to their back. Then, as per training, they crawled under German panzers where their bombs were detonated. The Germans caught on quickly and gave orders to kill all dogs they saw in Russian combat zones. Other armies used dogs for military and non-military purposes. Soldiers recovering from physical or psychological trauma enjoy the devotion and snuggle factor of their four-legged friends. All this brings us to Hamas and the Israeli Defense Force. Dogs are highly valued in the Israel Defense Forces, IDF. Their training, care, and combat-related activities are treated with seriousness and affection. Many of these dogs have served in Gaza, and some have made the ultimate sacrifice in combat. The Israeli Canine Corps, known as the Okets unit, comprises Belgian Malinois dogs, each with a specialized role. Some are trained to detect explosives, while others are skilled at identifying various threats. Many of these dogs are also used to track terrorists. In Gaza, they played a crucial role in navigating the complex network of tunnels to locate the enemy. In the Okets unit, each dog is assigned a specialized role. Some are trained to sniff out explosives, others to locate hidden threats and tunnel entrances, and others to track and apprehend terrorists. The Okets unit's expertise has been essential for years, and their capabilities are now being utilized in the streets of Gaza and within Hamas's extensive tunnel system. The word Okets means sting. Joining Okets is a challenge for both soldier and dog. Soldiers are rigorously tested and, if selected, pair with a dog. Both go through training where they work and bond. Both train on agility courses and in simulated battlegrounds. Israeli war dogs served with distinction during the October 2023 war with Hamas. Okets was scrambled and sent with their human partners to Gaza and kibbutzes, where they showed bravery. An Israeli officer recounts his loss and love for Nero, who served in a commando unit to hunt down terrorists. The officer relates, "A dog who was with one of our men went into a house. He revealed the location of two terrorists, was hit by a burst of gunfire from them, and was killed. That's how the men in the force realized that there were terrorists in the house, and human lives were saved." And Ziggy was there when it counted too. Another Israeli tells Ziggy's story.
I remember exactly what happened. I entered the house with the 101st Battalion of paratroopers and engineering soldiers. We scanned the first floor, and I insisted that my devoted dog, Ziggy, also scanned the second floor of the residence. As soon as he came down the staircase of the house in Khan Yunis, the terrorists shot at him, and Ziggy was killed on the spot. My heroic and beloved dog, Ziggy, who was close to me for a year and a half, saved my life and the lives of the other soldiers. Thanks to him, I'm sitting here and talking to you.
Some dog stories, in fact, many dog stories, have happy endings. One is the warm rescue of Billy, a 3.5-year-old Cavalier King Charles Spaniel, who was kidnapped from Kibbutz Nir Oz on October 7th. Billy was probing for food in the rubble of Rafah when he heard Hebrew being spoken. A soldier embraced him and cared for Billy. Billy's microchip paired him with his caretakers at a kibbutz, leading to a joyous reunion. Hamas and dogs. Hamas uses dogs in its operations, though it is not known to have any training program. Rather, Hamas encourages dogs to wander around Israeli units in the hopes that they would attract and distract IDF dogs. After the IDF secured Gaza, they came across hungry and abandoned dogs. There was a campaign to save the dogs in Israel, and it was successful. Many found loving new homes. Several American soldiers who served in Israel during the Iron Swords adopted dogs and, Working with NGO friends took them back to the United States. Today the dogs, Rocky, Ghost, Amy, Rock, Pock, Surge, Babyface, Smokey, Kylie, and Shekel, have a happy home in the USA. This concludes this episode of Jihad and the World. If you enjoyed it, please consider subscribing. Our latest book, Cauldron of Terror, Hamas, Israel, and the World, 500 Days in Gaza, will be available for purchase in the summer of 2026. Nothing in this podcast reflects the official position of the United States government. Until our next podcast, goodbye from Kensington Security Consulting.